everybody, Joshua the window cleaner here, and today I'm going to review the Tucker hybrid brush with rinse bar on top of it. And I'm out in the yard right now. I just want to show you real quick. I have it hooked up to the hose, and you can see the flow. This is the old rinse bar. I've had this one for 2 years. So you can see with a lot of pressure, it kind of points to in the middle, but it still has a pretty good flow. But yeah, I've had this one for 2 years and I haven't had not the first problem with it. This has stayed intact. I see a lot of people say that that thing has broken on them. I've been very fortunate and that has not happened to me. But as you can see, it's really got a lot of flow going out of the rinse bar, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like with the flow going out of the jets here. So that's out of the rinse bar, and you can actually hook both into it. You can put a hose, a smaller hose like so. You can put that little hose on there and connect it here. You'll have to have another connector, obviously. But yeah, so now I'm going to show you what it looks like with the not the rinse bar, the jets coming out. So, all right, so now you see I have it coming out of the jets. So this is the old one. And like I said, I've had this one for 2 years, and you can see it does just fine. And you can run it through both of them. I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video. It does kind of look crazy at the top whenever you do that, but you also cut out the pressure when you do that. So when you do higher windows, I would recommend you use the jets. Make sure you bring the connectors. I was at a job, I know if you've seen my videos, I did a 50-foot job, and I wasn't able to use the jets because I forgot the connectors, so I left them in the other truck. So I only could use the rinse bar, and I didn't have much pressure. So I would recommend that you would use, if you're going to use this for higher windows, to use the jets instead of the rinse bar. You will have more pressure. As you can see, I mean, that's a heck of a lot of pressure coming out of there. I guess it just depends on your system though too. But there is the Tucker hybrid brush with the pencil jets coming out, and this is what comes with it. I have not modified this at all. I haven't had any issues. I'd give this 5 stars. Tucker did an amazing job with this brush. So now that you've seen the flow, I'm going to show you just real quick what the flow looks like on the newer rinse bar. So if you buy this brush now, I believe you'll get the new rinse bar on top. So I'll show you what the flow looks like on that. It's not going to be this brush, but it's going to be that the new rinse bar. So I'm just going to show you real quickly what the rinse bar looks like. All right, so this is what your rinse bar will look like if you buy it now. The rinse bar you've seen on the other brush is actually one from a couple years ago, but you can see this thing has totally different flow to it. It's more spread out and even. You still have a lot of pressure, so that's really good, but it's a lot more smooth. And since I've been using this, is actually the Boar Hairs brush by Tucker, and I highly recommend this brush too. This has been my favorite thing, but I haven't had this one for 2 years, so I'm still testing it out. I'll give a review on it later, but that's not why I want to show you this. I want to show you this because of the rinse bar. The rinse bar is different right here. So it's got this little triangle here that's supposed to help you from breaking it off. But yeah, so if you buy the Tucker hybrid brush, this is what the rinse bar you'll get. So very nice flow, very, very nice. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the studio real quick and finish my review so I can tell you what I think about it and the experiences that I've had with it the past couple years. All right, so I just want to talk about this for just a second. I won't waste any more of your time. I wanted to show you the flow of the new rinse bar, and this is the old one that I have here. I've had this tool here for 2 years now, and I'm not going to show you any videos on me using this tool, but just trust me on it. I've used it for 2 years. I used it on solar panels. I've used it on a ton of windows, and you can see that the bristles are still in really good condition. And the boar's hair brush in the middle, it still is in good condition. So I'm not sure how well you can see that, but I've used this almost every single day. I use it on garage doors. Works really good on garage doors. But yeah, so the pencil jet method, I would recommend that at higher windows, like above 30 feet. But for the most part,
You know, for 2-story, the rinse bar works just fine. You'll have plenty of pressure depending on what system you have. I had it hooked up, the rinse bar and the pencil jets, for a long time, but like I said, you do lose a little bit of pressure with that, but you do get a pretty good bit of water coming out. The only thing that I didn't really like about it is the boar's hair brush in the middle does start coming out. Little strands you'll see on the windows and stuff coming out, but nothing like the one that's solid boar's hair brush. Like, you will see little pieces all over the place, but it hasn't mattered. I mean, as long as you give it a good rinse, you should be pretty good. But another thing I didn't like about it is I feel like, looks like I just got a text message. I feel like this idea here could be a little bit better. I think that it would be cool if these were together, maybe inside of some plastic, and then it came out to one little piece, because I don't see why. I mean, it's cool, but I feel like it could be modified into a better. If I had the time, I would modify it, but I feel like there would just be a better way we could connect these two jets, because it has 4 jets on it, and I just feel like it would just work better, in my opinion. If this was a little bit better, and a better way to like switch it from maybe the rinse bar to the jets would be a cool idea, just like a little switch. So there could be some modifications to this that could make it really cool. But I highly recommend it. If you're just starting out with window cleaning, when I first started, I got this, and well, I was a couple years in, and then I got this, because it is a little bit expensive, but it's totally worth it. I mean, 2 years I've been using this thing. I've cleaned so many windows with this, so many solar panels with this, and it does a great job. Scrubs bugs off really good. I do recommend, it doesn't scrub them off like, if there are windows that haven't been cleaned in a long time, they're not going to scrub them off as good as a bronze wool pad. So you probably want to get a scrubber for the back, or the Tucker Alpha scrubber works a little bit better for bugs. But for maintaining jobs, this cleans frames really good, and it cleans the windows pretty good too. It will get bugs off. That boar's hair brush is just amazing in the middle. But this is the Tucker Hybrid. This is just me talking about it. This is my review. I've used it for 2 years. I give it 5 stars. This is a fantastic tool to have. I highly recommend it. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.